Jesus, can you hear me? All right. Wherever we go with this, lead in joy, and let it end in joy. Thank you, Heavenly Father. Okay.
And I'd give up forever to touch you, 'cause I know that you feel me somehow. You're the closest to heaven that I'll ever be, and I don't wanna go home right now. And all I could taste is this moment, and all I can breathe is your light. And sooner or later it's over. I just don't wanna miss you tonight. And I
Don't want the world to see me, 'cause I don't think that they'd understand.
when everything's made to be broken, I just want you to know who I am.
Just in case.
And you can't fight the tears that ain't coming, all the moment, the truth in your lies.
You boys ready? You're doing good. I'm proud of you. So proud of you, Kane. I'm proud of you, Colin.
Just to know that you're
Thank
alive.
you, Jesus.
And I don't want the world to see me, 'cause I don't think that they'd understand. When everything's made to be broken, I just want you to know who I am.
I love it, honey. Thank you. Talk about a face for the radio. I wasn't going to do this part, but I'm practicing being intentional, having a conversation. I'm just learning how to make eye contact with myself, so if you see me avoiding myself, say, bitch, get it together. But with my ADD and ADHD meds working, I'm very intentional with making eye contact with myself to make sure that I'm ready to do that with people in public if I have to people. It's always been an effort for me to do that. It's easier when I was stronger, like strung out, but like clear-minded, very hard, so I'm working on it. I am doing the shit because it's follow the high. It's not east to you. This song is very intentional.
And I don't want the world to see me, 'cause I don't think that they'd understand.
And I'm being very intentional with this. So we're on the radio. This is my radio. We're live on the radio, so I just want you guys to hear it. And that's why I'm playing with it. I've got the mixer and stuff, but I wanted to hear myself on the radio, finding joy and sharing church with you, and talking about my God and Jesus and our Lord and whoever she is up there, the big man, the big non-binary baby. I'm here for it. So I hope you hear my heart and you follow along with me. I'm doing it whether you listen or not. Most of you won't. I've learned very quickly that not everybody wants to see you win. So. All right, Canathan. Momo's filming. I love him. They're doing so good. It's my first night with the boys together. And it's, I was the worrier. It was me. So I wanted to start off with saying, hello, lovers. Welcome to Follow the High Church. This is church for me. This is how I spend most of my days, actually, smoking, talking out loud, talking to God, all the stuff in between. So this is just my way of doing it. As I go through this, you'll hear some music in the background. It's my playlist to get through. I'm very intentional with what I put out here to you guys. Being on the radio, you have to pay for everything. Everything has to be licensed appropriately to make sure everybody gets their royalties and stuff. So I've got a few things for this playlist. It's my favorite bands, stuff that I had something I had to listen to get through it. This is what this is. And then each week, every time you see one of these, I'll have a playlist out there for you to attach. And the radio station that we're on right now, as I go, it's just going to be, I'm very intentional with this. I have an hour program that I will devote to something that's being paid. I have to do it. It's an hour program. I'm using this right now, church, is that it'll change up as I go, but this is practice for me. I don't have to have that program out until March. So this is my practice. And so the radio station that it'll be streaming on, I have the capability just to loop my playlist on there as much as I want. And so that's what I'm going to do until I keep adding different music and stuff. So each week I'll add on and I'll add on. So you'll start hearing familiar songs, but I'll fill it in with stuff like familiar stuff, some local bands and things like that here. So I'll put it out there on Spotify, and iHeartRadio will have all this stuff too, but right now this is just me. FollowTheHigh.com is where you can find everything. Right now I've got a temporary site through GoDaddy. You can still find it, but I'm not paying anything extra because it's not paying me right now. So the stuff that's paying my bills, I put all my effort into that, all my finances into keeping it going. This is my first hobby. It's my first thing I'm doing in love and joy and sharing with the world. So if you like it, great. If you don't like it, even better. I'm gonna talk shit about you on the radio. All right. I'm still nervous. I'm excited, but I'm so nervous with this, but it's so cool. Lord, I need your joy right now. I need your patience with myself. I'm walking in faith, but I'm not owning it the way that I need to own it. You gave me the capability to do all of these things through you, through strength, and the joy of the Lord is my strength. So I'm just asking for joy. In everything I'm doing in my life, I want joy. I need joy. It's the only thing that's going to get us through. We're not promised anything. Our jobs, our family, our friends, our health, our bodies, our lives. We're not promised any of that. But I believe that joy is something we can hold on to even if we're not in this body any longer. Or if we can't communicate it, or we can't always speak out loud the way we want to, or show up the way we want to. Joy is how you be defiant. You show up, you say, fuck you world, fuck you anybody, fuck you mom and dad, like whatever it is. That joy is what we're seeking. And this is where I'm finding my joy in every aspect of my life. I am putting joy and faith and love behind it. So if you see me doing something, I'm probably having a good time. If you don't understand it, if it confuses you, that's okay. It's not your journey. It's not your high. It's my high. You guys have seen me do some weird ass shit, drunk or strung out on something. So just let me enjoy myself. This is the safest I've ever been mentally, emotionally, physically. I'm having fun. Let me play. Come play with me. I love playing with myself. I love playing with other people too. So it doesn't matter. I'm having fun. Let me play. Let me enjoy my hobby. Let me find my God. Let me find your God. Let me talk to him. Let me just fill my life with joy the way that I need to. So appease me. There isn't a format for this one. I'm just going to follow my high. I spend time with God. Most days, most of my day, and everything that I'm doing. I was in the shower with him earlier talking to him. I was on the toilet talking to him. I was making my tea talking to him. I'm talking to him right now. This isn't for you. This is for us. I'm just glad you're here. And if it does anything, even if it just entertains you, cool. If it pisses you off, even better. But if you feel good about it, if you find some joy in this, I won. That's all I'm asking for, is to find some joy. You don't have to tell me that you found that joy. The Bible says, you know a man by his fruits, you know a person by their fruits. Their actions are everything. So if you're following the high, and a lot of you aren't, which is fine, it's mine. But when I say follow the high, what is your high? What is your joy? how are you finding that? I'm finding mine right now. And so this is my way of putting joy out there, showing you what joy looks like for me, and maybe encourage somebody to go find their joy in a deliberate, intentional way. Dolly Parton says, find out who you are and do it on purpose. That's what I'm doing, honey. That's my girl. And I truly believe that every religion has their saints, their Muhammads, their Mother Teresa's. Dolly Parton truly is God sent. She is heaven sent. Plug for her. That is her perfume fragrance line, which I wear exclusively except for my own fragrance called Body by Michael, which you can get at a store in Peoria. I need to order some more. If you ever want a gift from me and you don't know what to get, say, Michael, I need some of your perfume. And we can turn candles into it, whatever, like, whatever. Heavenly sent is who this woman is, and who she is to me. I've got a little of her everywhere I'm at. It's not even funny, but my tea right now, it's a Dolly Parton teacup. It's my mom gave it to me. You'll see little collections of shit around me. I've got so much stuff. I'm a fidgeter, but all of this brings me joy. And most of it's from people that I love, people that that see me, even when I didn't want to see myself, even when I didn't want to look at myself. So if you've seen me and I've felt that energy, it's here. But in a realistic way, I do use these things and I think of people as I touch them and use them. And there's not, that's the way my brain works, and everything's attached to emotion. And my emotion, it starts with love, and it leads with love, and it usually finishes in love. But I'm trying to fill the inner spaces with joy. So even if there's sorrow and pain, anger, grief, envy, gluttony, whatever those feelings are inside, I'm trying to wrap it all in joy, because they're going to happen no matter what. I'm trying to face them head on. I'm trying to, Dr. Carter says, if it's mentionable, it's manageable. That's what I've been doing, at least solidly for the past month, saying it out loud intentionally. That mantra got me out of bed. It was instilled in me accidentally, but I know that they're intentful what they did, but I don't think that they knew how it impacted my life. You'll never hear it, Dr. Carter, probably, maybe, but that's the takeaway I got from you. That's the reason why I know that you make a good neighbor, and I hope that I make a good neighbor for you too. And that's what I'm building right now, is my my home in a neighborhood that I love, and that everybody's welcome. Our town says not in our town and stuff like that, but that's just a sign. That's pretty much where it stops. We don't put a lot of our thoughts and our words into action. Love is an action, joy is an action, faith is an action, following the high is an action. It's all intention. It's all about doing something. Right now, my intention is to save my life. It's to... I've done that. I will say that everything I beginning of the year I sought out to do my resolutions, my visible way of saying, hey, I'm ready for change. That's what a resolution is. Like, hey, this is my bullshit. I want to change it. So we tried to start a year that way, and I was very mindful of that. I started mine before with the weight loss stuff, whatever, and I finally got that right. And then I'm like, mental health, I need to get it there, and I'm finally in a clear space, and I'm going to keep up that clear space as long as I can financially do it. My meds are one of the things that are a luxury, and I know that sucks, and I know it sounds like stupid, but I need very little financially in my life to be happy, and I can financially cover almost all of that now without working for anybody else. Everything I'm doing, all this stuff that you guys are seeing, whether it makes sense or not, it's providing for me. I got used to making over $100,000 a year. I'm 37, and to be able to say that with the degrees and lack of degrees in education, and the plan that was laid out for me just by being a queer person of color, it wasn't always set up for me to win. And so I've kicked those fucking doors in. I've karate chopped them. I've sat down at tables that they didn't ask me to. I pulled up my own chair. You know, I like to bring my own chair to shade. I like to be comfortable, and so I do. And I've made room at that table for me, and I've been lucky and blessed enough to be able to make room at that table for other people that may not look exactly like me, but think like me and feel like me and love like me. And so when that opportunity closed, when we lost the grant funding for the position that I worked for, it was I was unexpected for me, but something like was preparing me in my heart and my head. I know it was God now. It was preparing me to move, and it was preparing me in a way where I had to face every piece of bullshit I've ever lied to myself about, or I just swept aside because I'm like, it doesn't matter. I've kind of made my bed, now I need to lay in it. And I say that with honesty, because I was not always the best person. I'm still not the best person. But out of necessity, I made some bad decisions as a young person, and as a young adult, and as a 30-something-year-old, and I'll make them again in my 40s, and Lord will, if I make it in my 60s and 70s, like, I'm going to make bad decisions. I'm going to learn from them. I always do. And I'm going to carry that on into how I shape my life to never make that decision again. Hopefully get it to a place where I'm able to help somebody else with the bad shit I did. I don't want anybody else to have to go through it. That's what empathy and love is. It's like, hey, I hurt, I feel, I went through that. I don't want you to. So that's how we want to reach and care for each other. Fortunately, being humans, and because we sinned at the inception of this world, we're kind of stuck with having to deal with the bullshit and the hurt and the pain, because thanks Adam, thanks Eve, thanks Creator for building us in a way where we learn and we adapt, and we evolve. And a part of that emotionally for me and mentally for me is accepting the mistakes I've made in a public way, in an out way that people know that as loud as my disrespect or my hurt or my pain was to somebody or something, usually myself, this is how loud my apology and my love and my joy needs to be to kind of counteract that. Dr. King said, only thing that can push out darkness is light, or something like that, and that's what I'm doing. This room right here is full of light. We've got blackout curtains like everywhere. I do in every home I ever live in. I like to shut out the world. I want to protect my peace, my safe space. That's what home is. And so I'm in a room here that at my partner's house. He's got a beautiful home, and I've been here for the past few months taking care of his dog. I've been convalescing, I guess. I've been calling it my rehab, my therapy. It's been a lot for me the past 6-7 months. Shut off kind of from the world. I've been in quarantine COVID mode, and it's been great. I've kind of learned about myself, the things I want, the things I need, most the things I need. But now that I have what I need, I'm able to find things that I want and do it intentionally, where it's not taking away from me financially, spiritually, mentally. Mentally is huge. Emotionally is bigger. I'm having a hard time letting go of some of my emotional just baggage. And all of it's mine. All of it comes from a place of love. I'm in love with most of the people in my life. I would say I love everybody in my life, but I'm in love with you. If I say I love you, it goes to the point of I'm in love with you. I've got so many loves of my life. I'm blessed to be able to say that. It's not always been that way. Excuse me. We're done. Excuse me. Just need a second. I just need a second. Boy, can I talk. One of the fun parts about having ADD and ADHD and being medicated, I will remember actually recording this. I won't remember what I said, but I'll remember how I felt. And that's my intention, because my mind's not promised. I'm so forgetful. I call myself an elephant because I have the best memory. I've got a very long memory. I'll remember what you were wearing, what you said, what you smelled like, what we were eating when we did something 25 years ago, but I don't remember why we were there. I remember how you made me feel or how I made you feel. That's the thing I carry around, is the feelings, the joy, the pain, the sorrow. I'm an empath. I think that's literally how I was set up. I was built. There is nobody built like me. Any physically, mentally. I get a kick out of people like, oh, I saw somebody that looks like you. Do you have a sibling? And I'm usually like, yeah. And I've got so many cousins that look like me, so I'm like, it's probably one of those fuckers. But every once in a while, it's somebody that resembles me. But what I've found out is, like, they don't even look close to me in general. Rarely do they look like they could be family. But it's the joy or the the energy they recognize in that person, and it's usually happy. It's usually some jolly fucking person, beefy, thick, buxom, just a big ball of just joy. And that's if that's my marker, that's my indicator. That's how you find me in the world. That's how you see me in the world. Bitch, I can die right now. I've been trying to die for a very long time. It's gonna happen, but now I've chosen to live. I'm going to live as long as I'm enjoying this. And I mean it just how I said that. Take it to heart however you want to. I'll say it, I've got no desire to harm myself. I have done everything I can to get out of this world, and she wants me to stay. He wants me to stay, so I'm here. By the grace of God, by the grace of my mom, by the grace of the men in my life, by the grace of the women in my life, by the grace of my non-binary, non-gendered, genderqueer, every person in my life, no matter how you identify, I'm here for you. If it was up to me, whatever, I've been gone a long fucking time. You know how like, it's your last meal when you're on like death row? I think about my last meal all the time because I'm hungry and I'm always thinking about my next meal. But I think about what's it like to be like, hey, I'm done, I'm ready to rest. How have I want to go out. I want to go out with knowing that I did everything and I got everything out of it, and I'm not ready for my last meal yet. I'm still building, I'm still living, I'm still enjoying, and when I'm hungry, when I'm ready to sit down and say, hey, it's time for my last meal, you'll know. I might invite you to that table, maybe alone, preparing myself to be alone when this is all said and done. No matter what we believe, we're not promised that there's anything after this, but I do believe that we're going to have a one-on-one with our Creator, our person, our Big Bang, our Maker, our Allah, our Abba, our Omega, Father, friend. I'm going to have that conversation with him, and he's going to talk to me, and I'm hoping that when we have that conversation and he's looking through all these highlights of my life, he's saying, hey, look at what you did there. But at the end or whatever makes it to the director's cut, I hope that he is one of those annoying fucking people that claps at the end of a movie. I'm not going to do it because I don't care who's watching, it's just him and I'm not going to clap. That's embarrassing. Like, sit the fuck down. But I hope he at least just, that's a bitch, or, yeah, I hope he just says, yeah, you did it. Well done. You got here. I was talking to my mom yesterday about heaven and getting there, and I was trying to encourage her. I said, you've lived your life in a way that honors him, and I spoke on behalf of him because he was speaking to me. So through him, I was like, just know that you've done enough to live comfortably in heaven, and everything else you do from now on, whatever, is just adding to the appreciation he's going to show you. So just know that and stand in that, and just be a little bit more adventurous with how you find that joy and share his love, because you've done it one way and it's worked, but it's cut you off from some blessings that you could have gotten. So you still have a hard time, you still having a rough time because you're holding on to some stuff that he told you to let go of a long time ago. Because you're faithful to him, you felt like you had to hold on to and carry it with you, but he's telling you to let it go. He's like, you've done enough with it. Now it's that turn, that issue's turn to fix itself, or maybe that's as fixed as I want it to be. Move on to something else. Put your energy into something else. That's how you find your blessings. That's how you find your joy. And so that's what I'm doing here. I'm finding my joy, and I'm pushing for people to find their joy, because I know when it's said and done, I'm okay with everything I've done right now. If I click this button and you guys never see me moving or breathing again, or you can see my window like, bitch is gone, know that I went out the way I wanted to. I didn't have my last meal only because the meds I'm on don't make me hungry, which upsets me because, like, I could use a piece of fried chicken. I could use something fried and a mashed potato, but I'm eating so good with my rice and my beans because I can afford that always. And I've been blessed to be able to have meats and eggs and dairies and fresh fruits and stuff in my home. That's a luxury. That's something that I'm still trying to have in my life on a regular basis. I'm almost able to financially do that on a regular basis, but I'm fed. I've got my rice and my beans, and I've got meat in my freezer, and I get people that show up, and I'm able to share meals with them, and they share with me, and we're feeding our community, our family, our friends. So it's really, really cool where I'm at. But I'm not done. I want to be comfortable. I want to be taken care of. I want to be kept. I've kept people in my life. Kept people are cared for people, and whether we want to admit it or not, it's what we want to be. We all want to be taken care of. I'm a bad bitch. You're a bad bitch. My girl Falula says I'm a black bitch. You don't need a man. I am. I have a man. I don't need you, baby. I want you. I need you to go along with this journey for me. I would need you to find your own joy. I need you to make joy and love with me in every sense that I just said it. It's been 8 months. I want all of the joy and love that you want to give me. But I want you to find your own. I just want to play with you too. That's all I want. I want to take care of myself first and be able to go back to taking care of people the way that I want to. That's my intention. That's my heart. I don't want my bank account to ever say, "Ooh, look at, there's a surplus of anything." That means I'm not doing with it what I'm supposed to. Money is not a real thing, guys. Joy is real. We have to use money because man set it up that way for men that didn't look like them, women, non-binary people, queer people, black people, definitely intersex people. They don't know fuck shit about me. I'm looped in with the trans people, which, hi sisters, hi dolls, hi friends. I'm right there with you. I don't want you to hear anything and say like, oh, that bitch ain't for us. Bitch, I am for us. I stand 10 down, toes down, and I got Flintstone feet down for my support for the trans community, for the queer community. I hear you, baby. I hear you co-signing. I got treats. I'm almost done, Mo. I'm almost done. We're gonna find those in a second. Your little brother's doing a good job. I have both my kids in here. They're doing so good. I have to leave one of them out there only because he'll be trying to chase his brother around, will not stop. He's done so good. I had to put a shock collar on last night. I literally have not even looked at it since I moved in. It was on the counter. I stuck it in a drawer because, hi baby, I just popped up on there. I'll respond in a second. My boy, whatever, he's asking how my Sunday's going. Baby, this is the best Sunday I've ever had. I'm spending time with your boys. I'm spending time with our God. Spending time with myself. That's the joy that I'm seeking. And so as I do this, that's all I want from this is joy, joy, joy. We're almost done, I promise. I was speaking about financially filling my life with joy. I am now making enough in my life to sustain it, to take care of myself, to have my needs met. And I say that, my needs. My needs aren't even my medication. My needs aren't fresh food. My needs aren't a cell phone bill. My needs aren't electricity. My needs aren't, those are luxury to me. I'm able to provide those now in a steady way that I don't have to think about. All the work and things I'm doing right now is meeting my needs. The things I still need help with, and each week I will tell you the things I need help with. Not money that I want you to give me, but unfortunately, money is going to be what fixes it. Unless you're a dentist, unless you're a doctor that works with intersex people, unless you're a psychiatrist, unless you're a plastic surgeon, and unless you're a urologist. I'll say all of those things, because all the people I'm working with right now, that's going to take me some time to get what I need to take care of my body, my mental health, the way that I need to, because I am sick. I'm well, I'm happy, I'm blessed, but my body's not what it's supposed to be, it's not doing what it's supposed to be. So as I'm clear-headed, I'm trying to get it the best it can be. So you see me working out, you see me trying to eat better. I'm fat as hell. I was over 500 pounds. You guys don't remember that. You didn't see that, which thank God, because it was embarrassing to see that. I never looked at myself naked. I didn't want anybody else to see me naked. But I am 370. I'm the lightest that I've been as an adult. This is high school weight for me. I'm 100 pounds away from the lightest I've ever been knowingly, and the sexiest I ever felt in my skin. That was my goal. I was able to climb out of the shower today, look in the mirror, and say, fuck, you look good. And it felt good. I made eye contact with myself too. I said, yes, bitch. Like, I almost did this naked. I was feeling myself. But I'm like, nobody needs to see that. Even though nobody's watching, I'm right in front of a window. And nobody can really see. It's got like tent stuff on it. But like at night, I know you're going to catch a glimpse of all this juiciness, and you're welcome. So yeah, so as I ask for, I love this. Okay. As I ask for support, it'll be on my Venmo. My Venmo is where all of my luxury bills come out of, my medication, my cell phone bill. I'm going to start posting my link to my Venmo on my Facebook, my website, allthehigh.com, my YouTube channel where all of this will be at. That's where I'm going to be building my platform. I'm not a TikToker, I'm not a streamer. I hope you guys have caught on to that. It's not where my heart is. It gets me very little joy. It actually hurts. I can talk to anybody about anything. I like that you guys can't respond. I will take callers on the radio show. I'll respond to social media posts and stuff like that. But when I'm talking like this, and I'm spilling my heart out, I don't mind pausing to hear your heart or to bounce back and forth and have a conversation. But when I'm reading TikTok comments and I'm talking to you, just spilling my heart, and I see stuff like faggot or trans hate or anti-Christian stuff, anti-American shit, mostly just fat comments. They haven't really caught on that I'm not either a boy or a girl. The trans thing, I put it purposely on my TikTok thing to troll people. I took it off there because I'm not trans. I don't want to mislead anybody, but A lot of people click on it thinking that I am because they hear a voice, they see me with facial hair, sometimes great tits, hair if it's longer or shorter. I'm just pretty. I know I'm a pretty person. I'm a feminine person, but it's a mixture of stuff. So I don't want ever to confuse anybody. So if you see it on there, it probably says Aunt Sheila, and that's my version of Mother Teresa, or like Dolly Parton, Saint Christopher, or Michael the Angel, like anybody in history that left their mark on religion. And I'll speak about Christianity specifically. They're giving a title. They are canonized. Catholicism does that too. It cracks me up. Mother Teresa should never be a saint. I just want to let you guys know that. I've got reasons why I'll talk about it, but she's a great lady. She was a great woman. Don't get me started. I have like 5-ish minutes left, 6 minutes. That's my intention. I'm trying to keep these about 30 minutes long. I just hit it. I'll probably edit it down to 30 so you guys can see it, but this whole thing will be on YouTube. So I want to be Aunt Sheila. You can't call me anything. If Michael's my name, and my legal name will be Michael Chase. I'm dropping every other last name, middle name, anything attached to it, because I'm not attached to it. It's a given name. Michael's a given name. My mom chose to give that to me. No matter what my gender says, no matter what my junk says, my organ says, I am Michael. My last name I'm choosing Chase because that's my middle name chosen as well. But I'm chasing my high. It works for me. I like that it connects me to my siblings. My siblings all have CH middle names, and it works for all of us. It all fits us individually. Cherie, Shanique, Christine, Chase. We'll keep those. They all have honored their partners by taking their last names. Excuse me, my twin, my youngest sister, she got a shitload of last names, so I hope she intentionally chooses one for herself at some point, and drops whatever doesn't sit and bring her joy. But Shanique's hers. You'll see her branding stuff on mine too. She makes my shirts. This one says, barely brown, but black as fuck. It's my Black History Month shirt. That's what it says, because I'm barely brown, I'm black as fuck. And I'm going to stand 10 toes down on that. So, I digress. So, back to the Venmo thing. I'll post it. I will always tell you what that money is going towards. And on Venmo, you can always show, hey, that's where the money went towards. You'll see like a T-Mobile payment on there. I had a great friend support me and paying our phone bill, because I got people on my phone bill that can't always afford to. Excuse me. Sorry, Kane, I'm almost done. That can always afford to, so I always scrape by trying to keep it on for them. I can do without a phone. I don't need a phone. I actually have it to the point where I don't have social media on my phone. My texting stuff's on the computer too. I keep my phone because I like to talk to myself. I like to talk to, oh God, he's funny. He's sucking the shit out of his cage. I'll keep this on for a little bit longer as I let the boys integrate and you can see them interact. But I'll let you know what that money is going towards. This week, I'll tell you what my budget is for a month. I need to make $3,000 a month to survive, to have everything I want and I need. The wants and the needs I currently have that aren't taken care of are the medication, my cell phone bill, not just for myself, but for everybody else that's on there. I'm still going to pay for it intentionally. People show up and they pay me what they can. There's some people that haven't ever paid me anything. There's some people that I'm paying their phones off they don't know about. Some people do know, they don't care. I don't care. They need this connection for work, for family, for socialization, social media, to find some joy. I keep it. I don't need it anymore. It's a hard time for me to say that because most of my friendships are in my phone. If you have my cell phone number, please use it, text me. I won't abuse it. Don't abuse it either. But not having social media hurts because I'm not talking to anybody anymore. Nobody's reaching out. I've been like, hey, go here, find me here. And now that I've cut it off, the people that know how to reach me are reaching out, which is great. I have everything I need in that. I want community. I want to be able to show up and enjoy all this fun stuff I'm doing. This is not all the fun stuff. This is the base of my fun hobby shit. This is something I'm going to keep up with the radio show program. So I do have a program that's going to be paying the bills. I have to do 1 hour a week, and that'll pay the bills. The other stuff I'm doing doesn't pay the bills yet, but I want it to. That way, when I'm asking for support, and this week's support is $500, I'm able to bring in $2,500 a month that cover my bills. That's how much I would bring in if I run unemployment. That's how much my bare minimum bills to have a roof over our head, keep all these bills going, but and keep us fed, my animals fed. But my ask for that $500 is to be able to pay back the person that paid for the phone bill for this to happen. And I've got that already coming in. I'll have that on Wednesday. So they're being paid back no matter what. But that'll take away that $500 I've been working for, like all the extra stuff I've been doing. Will cover that cell phone bill again, but also cover my meds. So it's time for me to renew my meds. I will be doing them a 90-day when I can afford it. That'll cover that. So I'll be able to be here and physically here the way I need to. And then buy me fresh fruits for my dogs, vegetables. We have our rice and our beans. And I say that not to upset anybody. There has been a time when all we were eating were rice and beans. And I say we, I mean my dog as well. I take care of everything. Sometimes my partner can't send money, not because he doesn't have it or doesn't want to. He's deployed. He doesn't always know what's going on here. So me being me, I protect a lot of shit from him. I take care of everything because I can. I'm able to. Why add extra stress? He would fix it. He'd take care of it. I'm not a kept person yet. I'm trying to keep myself. So that $500 would cover, like I said, my meds, my phone bill, and it'll cover fresh fruits and things of that nature, toilet paper, deodorant. I'm good on too. All that stuff. This is my song, my jam. I might play it twice. This is my joy song. If you hear it, I'm going to try to end with it all the time. My babies are my nephews, some of them. They're all grown men now. But if you remember the song, Kier, Baby Leroy, I sing this to you, you would dance with me, and you'd bring me joy. And this song has been my ringtone as my alarm for a long time now, and I wake up with joy because of it. Now, intentionally, I want to end my shows with it. I'll be honest, I haven't bought this song. It's by an obscure band that I don't even know if they create music anymore. I can't really find them. I'm not going to say their name, but I will give them all the credit and due when they find this. Any monetary stuff that I make off of this, you can have it. Take it. I want to hear more of your stuff, so I'm able to put it on my radio. I'll promote you for free, babies. Find me. You're the Dry Spells. This is Happy People by the Dry Spells. I love you. Thank you for sharing your joy with me. I'm sharing with the world right now on my radio station. We're live. Follow the High Church. I haven't plugged it yet because that's the name of our radio station. I have a different name for the hour program, but the radio station will be Follow the High something. And right now we'll just have this playlist going. You'll hear this song and you'll be like, oh God, I know it's Michael. Follow the High. So that's all I've got for you. I had a scripture up that I wanted to talk to you guys about joy, and it was something that YouVersion had sent out this week, whatever. I'm following a devotional in there, and it's about joy and where do you find your joy. And so that's what I was going to talk about. I didn't even get to that. I didn't I didn't read any Bible verses to you, so I hope you're not offended. But everything here came from love, and I am a ordained minister. If anybody cares, I don't say that to be that ooh hoo hoo. I'm a rep. I don't give a fuck about that. I'm as irreverent about being a reverend as Moira Rose was when she put on that giant ass Pope hat. If you make me one of those, I'll wear it on this. It'll crack me the fuck up. But anyway, I'm having a good time. I'll say this. I've got joy like a river flooding my soul. Waves after waves of joy well up from within me. I give no room for depression or sadness. I do not place my joy in material things, but in the fact that I am saved and loved by Abba. Hallelujah. This week, I hope you follow your high, and I hope it leads you to joy. I hope it leads you to something that brings you closer to joy. And for me, joy is my walk with Christ right now. It's my relationship with myself. It's my relationship in my home. It's my relationship with my family and friends, my animals, my partner, Joel. I love you. You bring me so much joy. You brought me so much joy that I didn't know I wanted or needed. You've reached me in a way that I didn't think I was deserving of having. So I know I give it back to you. I know I give you more than you ask for. Sometimes more than you deserve, but I'm going to give you more. We're going to do more together. We're going to find joy. I love you. I will end with saying, God is love. That is it. God is love. If whatever you believe, whatever you're doing doesn't come from a place of love, it is not from God. It's not from Abba. It's not from Muhammad. It's not from Mother Teresa. It's not from Mary, Mother of God. It's not from your priest. It's not from the Pope. It's not from the guy at Eastview. It's not from the guy at Sword and Stone or whatever the fuck that new thing is in Bloomington. You've got your own shit to deal with, dude. Take care of that. Stop trying to preach at people if your heart's not where it's supposed to be. I say that. I need to be fed. I need somebody to feed me. And I've got, I know how to find online churches and stuff like that. But I would like to be able to come sit in church and be fed by somebody that I find joy in. And I may not always believe in what you're saying, and I say that, like, I'm Bible fed. I may not always believe in your interpretation of that. And I say interpretation because that's what it is. The Bible is a work of man. It's our interpretation of the conversations God had with us. And I believe that he had conversations along the way with a lot of different people, including Jesus, his son. I do know that he's a son. I do know he's a son of God, so I won't dispute that with anybody. But I believe that he has also called people like Muhammad and other religions to be prophets for him, to be missionaries for him, to go and use their voices, their bodies for him, to put into action the things they put on his heart. And I think they did it effectively, but I also think that we're human and they put their touch, their own spin on it, because I'm going to right now. Like, you're not going to agree with everything I say. You might not like it, and I'm okay with that. That's fine. That's my relationship with my God. But I say that because everything I'm saying comes from, it's Bible based, it's faith based, it's Quran based, it's Torah based, it's from Buddha, it's from the earth, it's from everything. And so right now I'm kind of trolling you a little bit, because me talking about right now is really, you guys can go Google it, you gotta find shit. But I'm past the 30-minute mark, so you might not even hear this part when I cut it off. But there's a lot of books from the Bible that have been taken out, like that have included, like the book of, like, Mary Magdalene had a book. I believe that, I think Ruth was one that's taken out. There's other ones that are females that were taken out because men don't want to hear women speak still, but they didn't believe that they were worthy enough to be talking to God. So they kind of cut out their shit as time moves on. They were able to put women in a corner where just empowered straight white men to do what they wanted to do, with them, without them, for them. And so there is a Bible book that I am working from that you probably haven't read. You probably read some of it unknowingly. If I say the name out here, you're going to go Google it. It's not really attributed to that yet, but I am I'm a liar too. I'm going to say this too. I'm an embellisher. I like to hear something, and when I'm not medicated, I make up a story in my head, and then it usually comes out. And then when I am medicated, I have to decipher which was real, which wasn't. So you see a lot of me doing that visually on camera for you. So when I go down a rabbit hole, sometimes I find stuff, I'm just like, is that real? And I finally led myself, like, I found a Bible book where it was named Michael, and I was like, okay. Hi, me was like, let's see what this has to do. And I read all the information I could find on it, and I kind of left it there. But as I'm searching with God, things keep popping up, whatever, that from the book of Michael. And I am able to find, like, I found a verifiable source of somebody that's researching it and digging it up and translating it. And as they translate it, they're giving that translation out. It's Hebrew, just as it's written. I think that's some kind of, I think it's Hebrew is what they're able to decipher, but it's a language that isn't easily translated. I'm going to stop the music now because I don't want to pay for anything else. I'll restart the playlist that I was playing. But anyway, the book of Michael is the book of joy. It's a book of, that's what I'm calling it, the book of joy. I hope if it ever ends up in the Bible, it's called the book of joy. The book of Michael will be rad, because Michael is translated so many different languages. It just says Michael. A lot of people have a hard time because Jesus is translated to different ways throughout history, and if you don't call him Jesus, they're like, oh, you're calling to a different God. But he's Abba, he's our Father, he's the author, the finisher. He's got so many names, and he shows up in different ways to people throughout history. So right now he's showing up to me in a book called Michael. I call it the Book of Joy, and as it's being translated, I'm going to try to share it with you until it is out there written. I can just share the full thing. If I find a verifiable source that isn't taken down, because they do take it down, it's becoming that big of a thing. Our government doesn't want us to know, our religious leaders don't want us to know. They hide our books from us until they can use it against us or use it for their good. So as it's taken down, I'm trying to fill myself with it. But if I ever find a verifiable source that's up long enough that I can share, I'll do it. If I ever share something that's not there, it's not because I took it down, it's because they took it down. But again, keep following this, follow your high. All of this is joy. I love you. I love you. I can go let the doggy out. I have to pee. Follow your high, babies. Thank you so much for listening. I love you.